What is going on, everybody? What is going on? The Catch fam, hope everyone is doing phenomenal tonight, man. Hope everyone is having a great Wednesday. You guys already know what time it is, baby. It's time for another round of 2022 Fantasy Q&A for Week 2. Super excited to be here with you guys. Y'all know what to do, man. Hit that like button on the way and hit that subscribe button. Of course, if you are new to the channel, hop in the live chat, man. Let me know what's popping. Let me know how everybody is doing. Starts, sits, trades, waiver wire, general questions, comments, concerns, whatever it may be, roster grades, whatever you guys need. Hop on in here, man. Let's talk some fantasy football. Let's have some fun tonight. I will let you guys know right off the bat, I am not 100% tonight. My wife has COVID, and I think I'm probably next. I'm not feeling too great, but I am here. It's going to be a little bit of a shorter stream than I originally intended. So we're going to hang out. We're going to talk some fantasy football. I'm going to see how long I last. Probably won't be longer than an hour. But nonetheless, man, I'm excited to be here with you guys. I'm excited to talk some fantasy. Excited to help you guys get prepared for Week 2. So let's see who's up in the live chat tonight. Godfather, what's up, man? How you doing, man? Great to have you in the house. Shay, what's up, man? Hope you're doing well. Good to have you here. Ron the Goat, hello. Alex, what's up, man? Ron, tomorrow's game's going to be a great game, man. I'm very excited for Thursday Night Football. I don't know how many good Thursday Night Football games we're going to have this year, but I'm excited for tomorrow. Let's see. Alex, last week one. It's definitely still early, man. It's a long season. Godfather chilling with the baby, watching the Chargers-Raiders replay. Sounds like a good time, man. I was on super dad duty. My wife did not leave bed today other than to, like get water. She has been in bed all day long. So I was on super dad duty, man. So I get it's always good to chill with the baby, isn't it? I appreciate that, Alex. Appreciate it, man. Shay, should I drop Cole Kmet to pick up Everett or Higbee or Taysom Hill? My gut says not to trust Justin Fields' pass catchers. I wouldn't give up on Cole Kmet quite yet, but if you I'm not gonna talk you out of conviction. I think Everett's the best option here, but let's not read too much into Cole Kmet's Week 1 performance in the rain. I think he'll be able to bounce back, but I've only liked Cole Kmet in full PPR scoring formats as is, but I think Everett will be the most. Well, Higbee, in terms of full PPR, will probably get you some pretty good target share. I mean, he had 11 targets Week 1. So as long as the Rams are in a game script where they are throwing the football, I do like Tyler Higbee. But I think Everett is just part of the best offense here. Taysom Hill, I don't think is going to be consistent, but he is a fun ad. If you're giving up on Cole Kmet, which I don't think you should quite yet, I will go Gerald Everett. Jay, would you start Najee or Deontay in PPR with these injuries and whatnot? Oh, gosh. In PPR, I go Deontay. Yeah, I go Deontay Johnson in PPR. I mean, I don't think it's a bad matchup necessarily for either player. But Deontay still had 12 targets Week 1. I go Deontay. Caleb, is McCole Hardman a good play? I don't want to say he's a bad play necessarily, but you have so many different receivers on that team that you're going to see a lot of inconsistency between the Chiefs' pass catchers. I mean, really, when you look at his stat line, 6 targets, 3 receptions, 16 receiving yards, and 1 score. If he doesn't score the touchdown, it's a really bad game. So I think he's a little bit touchdown dependent, big play dependent as well. Alex, first like, got to have that notification. Appreciate that, man. Guys, hit that like button. Let's try and get as many likes on the stream as possible. Ron, hope you feel better. John, this could be your Jordan flu game. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Yeah, man, you guys are going to see me take some pauses tonight. I'm definitely feeling it. But I'm pounding supplements left and right. I'll make it through, man. Yeah, shout out to the dads. That's for sure, Alex. Do you think Swift's injury is serious and he will miss next game? No, I think Swift will be fine, man. He's going to be banged up throughout the season. That's the nature of it. That's the nature of DeAndre Swift as a player. I think he'll be okay. They're gonna rest him. They're gonna let him do what he needs to do. But if we find out that Swift's not playing, Williams is definitely a start. But Don't sleep on Craig Reynolds. Craig Reynolds came in, you know, for relief of DeAndre Swift last year. I know he's kind of elevated in terms of hard knocks and everything this year. But Craig Reynolds is a good backup running back as well. But we definitely should keep an eye on it, but I think he'll be all right, man. Should I drop Hilliard for Robinson Jr.? Brian Robinson Jr. I mean, if you can stash away Robinson on the bench, then sure. But, like, you just have to realize if you drop Hilliard, you might lose him. Like, he's a pretty hot name, right? So, if you can stash Brian Robinson, I'm assuming that's Brian Robinson, right? Am I missing a Robinson Jr.? I like Hilliard right now. I think he's fun to watch. If we can see a consistent performance out of him, I think he's a good play. So, if you can stash Robinson and you think you can get Hilliard back, it's a good move. If you can't, I still think you're in a decent committee position either way. Albert, what's up, bro? Good to have you here. What's up, man? Do you think Justin Fields will have more or less than 190.5 yards altogether? That's tough. Yeah, for prize picks, that's tough, man. So week 1, he had less. I think it's a stiffer matchup against the Packers, although it's just hard to read. I guess hard to read what we should expect from the Bears offense after week 1. I go with the under, but man, you guys gotta understand, if you ask me about anything betting wise, is at your own risk, man. I mean, I guess fantasy is too, but especially betting. A Madden 23 Kirk Cousins is ranked 99 and getting COVID. Caleb, hope you feel better, man. I appreciate it, man. Chase, what's up, my guy? Hello, hello. Traded Hunt for Mike Williams straight up. Keenan Allen was down. I need a receiver upside. My other running backs are JT, Javonte, Hendo, J-Rob, and Monty, so I'm sure I'll be fine. I don't think it's a bad trade. I mean, I think like Hunt was a really good sell high player. I think Mike Williams was a really good buy low player this week. So looking at your running back depth, I think he'll be fine, man. Joker, heard a drop for J.K. Dobbins. Someone dumb dropped him in our 16-team league. Kenneth Gainwell, Monty, Penny, Jamal Williams, or Jeff Wilson. Yikes. I probably dropped Gainwell. He's going to be the least consistent. I probably dropped Gainwell. Chase, Sutton or Hendo, full PPR for flex. I have Henderson in right now, but I'm questioning. I'd probably go Sutton. I mean, I think Hendo's going to have a good game against the Falcons. Like, don't get me wrong, but full PPR, I probably still lean towards Sutton. I know it wasn't a monster performance in week 1, but he still has a good matchup in week 2 against Houston. And full PPR, I tend to lean towards a receiver, but Hendo's going to have a good game, so trust your gut there. Would you start Brandon Cooks or Michael Thomas? I'd probably start Michael Thomas. Gosh, such a flip for me in terms of I was kind of out on Michael Thomas undoubtedly last week, but Brandon Cooks will see Pat Surtain. I still think he'll have a decent game, but overall, I'd rather have Michael Thomas in my lineup. He gets Tampa Bay. I'd probably go Michael Thomas. What's up, Spence? Good to have you here, bro. Sutton should smash this week versus Houston, yeah. Do you think T. Higgins plays this week? I sure hope so. I need him to. It's definitely possible he's cleared in time, Albert. Caleb, it's pass yards only. Then I take the under. I think Green Bay's defense can have a good game. I bet T. Higgins will be a game-time decision, but that's not really possible under concussion protocol, so probably not. Or so maybe not, says Spencer. Find out by Saturday. Yeah, there's definitely time for him to be cleared, right? Will Mike Evans be okay for this week? I see he's injured now. Yeah, another player, Caleb, who's always injured. Mike Evans will be all right, man. He'll be okay. Thoughts on me trading Deontay Johnson and MT for... Wait. D. Johnson. Yeah, Deontay Johnson, right? And MT for Jamal Williams? Or Javonte Williams. Okay. I was like, wait, Jamal Williams. I own Adams and Elijah Moore, or trade Damian Pierce and Ramondre Stevenson instead. Starting running backs are Cook, Dillon, ETN standard. Yeah, I would rather you keep Deontay Johnson and MT. Like, I like Javonte, man. Even if you have Adams and Elijah Moore, I like Javonte, but that's still a pretty steep price. Like, if you're going to do that trade, you should be able to get one other player. You know, like, with the way Deontay and MT performed in week 1, you should be able to get one other player. So, I would rather you trade Damian Pierce and Ramondre and then have Cook, Dillon, ETN, and Javonte, and then hold on to Deontay Johnson and MT. Spence, I wouldn't bet on Higgins playing. Yeah, it's probably not great. Should I drop Hines for Rachaad White? I don't think I have a problem with that at all, Cameron. Mark, start 2, Deontay, Sutton, Bateman, or Boyd if Higgins is out. I would personally probably go Deontay and Sutton, but Bateman's a strong consideration as well. Start Aaron Jones or A.J. Dillon the flex. Oh, God. You're flipping a coin there, man. You're flipping a true coin, man. I mean, chat, who would you guys start? Dillon or Jones? Dillon looked better in week 1. Jones would probably look better in week 2. Who knows? Full PPR, maybe Jones. Any other format, probably Dillon. Would you start Chase Edmonds or A.J. Dillon? I'd start A.J. Dillon. Warren a stash rookie running back for the Steelers. Yeah, especially if you own Najee. Yeah. Especially if you own Najee. I mean, he's a true handcuff. Like, don't expect any productivity right off the bat. But, like, in one of my leagues, the Catch Fam League, I own Najee, so I picked him up, you know. But if you don't have faith in Najee staying healthy, he's a good pickup. Good stash, so to say. Everlast, what's up, my dude? Mahomes, Kupp, Dotson, replacement for Allen, Hardman, Kamara, Monty, Goddard, flexes Kirk. Do I start Dotson or Cooper? I would start Dotson. Ertz or Alberto? I would start Ertz, Mark. I like the matchup a little bit more. Will Pittman be okay to start this week? I am close to having my lineups so far. I got you, bro. Yeah, Pittman's a great start this week, man. Yeah, Pittman's going to be very consistent this year. I don't see any issues with Pittman against the Jaguars whatsoever. He's a great start. Alex says go Dillon. Caleb says go Aaron Jones. Like I said, here, flipping a coin. Choose one for my RB2 spot. A.J. Dillon, ETN, or Hendo. I probably go A.J. Dillon or Henderson. There's an argument for ETN as well. I like Henderson's matchup a lot. Henderson's going to have a good game against the Falcons. But I really like A.J. Dillon. I'd probably go A.J. Dillon. But Hendo's close. ETN's definitely last on the list for me. Hurts or Kyler? I probably go Hurts. I like this game script. I like this matchup. I like Kyler this week, too, against the Raiders, though, is the problem. They're both going to have good weeks, man. They really are. I like Hurts against Minnesota a lot. But I also like Kyler Murray versus Vegas. Like, man, it's just tough, Ron. Like, choosing between those two guys each week is going to be such a headache. But, like, it's a good headache to have, but, like, you're flipping a coin every week at the end of the day, you know? It's a tough one, man. It's a tough one. I know last week, or based off of last week, you were a little bit more confident in starting Jalen Hurts this week, so I think maybe you go Hurts. Trust your conviction. Chase, Derrick Henry's my RB1 currently. Yeah. Man, I kind of like Hendo there. It's tough. It's either Hendo or Dillon for me. It's tough, man. Caleb, I'm surprised I got Jarvis Landry, Brian Robinson, and Jeff Wilson off waivers. A good waiver week for sure, man. For you. Oz, I dropped Mike Davis for Jeff Wilson. Smart play, 100%. It's a great play. How do you feel about Adam Thielen in full PPR? He definitely disappointed me in week 1. But the game script didn't really help him either. Like, the Vikings didn't really to throw the football a lot. So, I think in week 2 against Philly, that could change. I think he could play much better in week 2. Would you start James Robinson, Miles Sanders, or Michael Carter? I like Carter and Robinson this week. I'm not out on Miles Sanders, but you just always run the risk with that backfield, you know. So, personally, I feel pretty good about James Robinson right now. But Carter and Robinson are very close for me, man. Like, I feel like they're in the same exact position on their team. So, Carter gets Cleveland. Robinson gets the Colts. Maybe I go Carter based off matchup. I think Adams can play another game like he did versus Chargers. Can you see Carr continue to feed him the ball and perhaps play better at quarterback? Absolutely, man. Yeah. Adams going to be fine all year, man. Yeah. He's going to have a great weekly consistent ceiling and floor. And in terms of Carr, he was just a little bit too aggressive last week, so he caused some turnovers. Steven, subscribing to the channel. Very, very kind of you, man. Welcome to Catch Fam. I think Carr could have a better game this week for sure. DeAndre Swift season was good, bro. I love the name, man. What's up? What's up, man? Thoughts on Zeke? I don't know if GameScript backs him because Bengals should be up early, so no rushes. But I'm in a PPR league, so should I hope for catches? I wouldn't necessarily hope for catches in terms of Ezekiel Elliott. There's two aspects here with Zeke. Like, we're either going to see the Bengals stack the box and shut him out, or whenever the Cowboys get close to the red zone, maybe Zeke gets some added touches because they're not as confident in Cooper Rush. So I see a decent ceiling for Zeke. But after, you know, not playing so well against Tampa Bay, he does have a good front seven. Like, I'm not crazy about Zeke, but I do think that the Cowboys have to kind of rely on him and Pollard this week. So I think there's some opportunities there. But in full PPR, would I bank on catches for Zeke? No. I mean, 2 targets, 1 reception, negative receiving yards last week. So for that part, it's a no. You think I should look to trade King Henry or just hold him? I would hold him, man. I wouldn't give up on... I mean, Derrick Henry had a good day on the ground. Like, he didn't play bad. He just didn't find the end zone, which is still frustrating. But he still had, you know, 82 rushing yards on the ground. So if he finds the end zone, like, we're not even thinking about it. So I would hold Henry for now. Unless you just get a stupid offer. Che, I just offered Keenan Allen for T. Higgins full PPR. I should smash accept. Well, oh, you got offered Keenan Allen. I would say yes. Like, they're both banged up right now. Very different injuries. But Allen's your number 1 option. Higgins your number 2 option. They're both great receivers. They're both on great offenses. I probably prefer Keenan Allen in full PPR. Just got offered JJ and Brandon Cooks for Mark Andrews and Adams. I said no. Hope you agree with my call. I mean, JJ could be wide receiver 1, but Adams is probably still in the top 5 in my opinion. So, like, you know, the Brandon Cooks for Mark Andrews aspect probably isn't a fair swap, so I probably agree. But, like, if you took this, I wouldn't be mad just because JJ's involved. But Adams and Andrews probably overall more valuable. Let's see. TJ Watt is hurt, so I dropped him for CJ Mosley. Yeah, I don't know if Watt's going to play this year, man. It's such a bummer. I mean, he just looked... I mean, he always is dominant, but he just looked stupid dominant. And the Steelers' defense is probably going to be fine, but, like, they're not going to be what they could have been with TJ Watt there. Would you start Jacobs or Chase Edmonds? Whew. Full PPR, I'd probably go Edmonds. Half PPR standard, I'd probably go with Jacobs, even though he disappointed week 1. What's up, Buddy Hop? Good to have you here, man. Would you start Allen Robinson over Dotson? I don't know, man. I'm kind of on the Dotson train right now. I think Robinson bounces back, but I'd probably go Dotson. John, I've regretted every day drafting Dak for 12 days. Can you please give me some hope? The hope is there's some pretty good streaming options out there, man. It's Carson Wentz season. Let's go, man. Jameis Winston, Mariota, Danny Dimes, maybe. Justin Fields, maybe. Baker, maybe. Tannehill's probably available. I don't love Tannehill in week 2, but, like, overall, he's still QB 10 at the moment. There's some hope out there, man. Who knows? Maybe Cooper Rush steps up. How do you feel about CD as a start since Dak is out? The targets should be there for him, but it's still a little bit risky. Like, the targets should be there. It's risky. He's still CD Lamb. Start 2, bench 1, Singletary or Wilson. Well, I guess you're starting 2. I think you're missing a player, Steven. Should I roll the dice and start Burkhead and Carter over Harris and Gordon? You could roll the dice, Jerry. What's up, man? I would personally start Gordon and Carter. I would definitely start Carter if you're going to bench. I think Carter's a good start. Like, I don't think you're rolling the dice there. Burkhead's the part where you're rolling the dice, I would say. Alex says, make sure you guys hit that like. I really would appreciate it, guys. We got 20 viewers in the house. Smash that like button for me, guys. Let's try and get as many likes on the stream as possible. James, what do you think about this trade? I get Diggs, Gibson, Robinson, and give up CMC, Juju, Michael Carter. I still have Fournette, Kamara, Zeke, and Dylan at running back. I would hold. I wouldn't give up CMC. Like, unless you're decimated at receiver, I mean, you do have good depth at running back, but like, woo. I mean, how bad do you need the receiver? Here's the thing, man. Like, even with Diggs involved, like, you should be able to keep Michael Carter. Well, like, I think Michael Carter and James Robinson's a fair swap, so I guess that doesn't matter. Juju for Diggs is, you win. The other side wins, you know, because they get CMC, you get Gibson. The only issue here, like, CMC is still the best fantasy player when healthy in this trade. Like, Kamara's got the rib injury. He's probably not serious. If he faces suspension, though, and if anything happens to Fournette, like, even with Gibson and Robinson, like, then you have Gibson, Robinson, Zeke, and Dillon. Like, you have starters, but you lose a lot of upside. That'd be my only note. But, like, I guess overall, like, you're basically trading CMC for Diggs, Juju for Gibson, Carter for Robinson. It's not the worst trade. It depends on your receiving core. Oz, what's up, man? I have Zeke, Gordon, Austin Eckler, and Jeff Wilson at running back. Cooks, Gabe Davis, Tony, and Dotson. Who should I start? Should I drop the Saints defense since I got Ravens D? You probably don't need to hold both defenses. Just kind of stream on a weekly basis and everything. You probably don't need to hold two defenses. Both are two good defenses, though. I would start Eckler. Zeke is a safe floor. Gordon's fine, but you probably go Jeff Wilson here for some upside. I'd probably go Eckler, Jeff Wilson. Just keep in mind, if you go Jeff Wilson, you might get Shanahan. And then I go Cooks, Gabe Davis, and Jahan Dotson. Standard scoring, Hawkinson or Everett. I mean, you're hoping for a touchdown, Hustler. Like, either way. Who gives you a better chance? It's hard to say. Maybe you go Hawkinson because Everett scored last week. I like both this week, though. Hard to say, man. You're betting on a touchdown there. Flavor Boy, what's up, man? Just got offered Cordero Patterson and McCole Hardman for Gibson. Would you accept? My RB depth is Gibson, ETN, Edmonds, and Hall. So you end up with Patterson, ETN, Edmonds, and Hall. Like, I don't know if your running back room really moves in either direction for me. To be honest, for now, I'd probably hold Gibson because, like, for the next 3 weeks, like, you have an RB1. Like, if you get Patterson here, I just don't know what we're going to see out of Patterson this year, although week 1, he didn't look any different from last year. So, it's tough, man. I think I would hold for now. Because then if you do the trade, you end up with Patty and Cheese, ETN, Edmonds, and Hall. Like, it could pay off if Patterson is, you know, Patterson all year long. Like, week 1 Patterson all year long. But I'm not sure, man. John, I'm starting Matt Ryan this week. Let's go. Okay, Steven, here we go. Wilson, Singletary, Penny, start 2, bench 1. How do you guys feel about Jeff Wilson this week? I think he's fine. I'm a little bit worried about getting Shanahan. I'd probably go Jeff Wilson because it is a good matchup. And I'd probably go Penny because I think you have a better opportunity for a score where the Bills are going to throw the football more. I'd probably go Wilson and Penny. Bench Singletary. Richie, should I trade Edmonds for Ayuk and Lance? Ooh. QB is Kirk, so I'll probably alternate between those two QBs. If you don't need the running back depth, then yeah. If you don't need the running back depth, sure. I don't think it's a bad trade. Would you guys start CH or Hunt? I'd probably go CH, but Hunt's not a bad start, Albert. Spence, start 2 in standard. Chubb, Javonte, or Dylan. Oh, Hunt or Dylan. Oh, goodness, Spence. That's a tough one, man. That's a tough one. I think they all have pretty equal opportunities to score there. It's 4 good running backs. They're a great-looking roster for for a standard format, excuse me. I mean, both the Browns players get the Jets. Javonte's got a good matchup this week. And Javonte, I think Javonte's a start here for sure. Like, against Houston, I'd probably definitely go Javonte in this circumstance. And I'd probably go A.J. Dillon. Man, that's so tough. I like A.J. Dillon against Chicago. But both the Browns players are great starts. Man, that's a tough one, Spence. Chat, let us know for Spencer. What do you guys think? Start 2 in standard. Chubb, Hunt, Javonte, or Dillon. I feel good about Javonte there. But, like, let's face it. I mean, you probably, with the red zone usage, you probably want to go Hunt. They're all great starts, though. John Edwards, what's up, my guy? Great to have you in the house. Hope you're doing great, man. J-Dubs, what's up, bro? Hope you're doing well. Bunny Hop, I miss mock season. I do too, bro. Trust me, I do too. Mock season is my favorite part of the whole year. It really is. But I love every aspect of the fantasy year. There's no doubt. No doubt in my mind. But mock season is special to me, man. It's just, that's one of my favorite parts of the year. We should do a mid-season mock. I agree. I've been in the back of my mind thinking about a mid-season league as well. But I don't know how I choose, like, who is in it. I probably have to do it, like, random, you know. Just to be clear for everyone in the stream tonight, just as a reminder, I am a little bit under the weather. And I'm doing my best here. I feel like we've done pretty all right so far. But I don't know how long tonight's stream is going to be. But with that being said, I really appreciate you guys hanging out tonight and throwing out fantasy Q&A. And I am having fun with you guys and enjoying the stream. I just want to let you guys know I'm pretty sure I have COVID. My wife has COVID, so we'll see what happens in the next 24 hours or so. I tested negative today, but I just don't feel as good as I did earlier in the day. C-Dog, pick a receiver and flex a full PPR. DK, Gibson, Renfro, Patty and Cheese, Claypool, Pierce, Curtis Samuel, or Ayuk. Shane, thank you very much for subscribing to the channel. Welcome to Catch Fam, my guy. I'd probably go DK. Like, I think DK in full PPR, like, the targets are going to be there. I don't have a problem with DK whatsoever. I mean, he looked like the beginning of the game, like, it was like Geno Smith and DK were, like, challenging Pat Surtain. I mean, he had 7 targets. He caught every ball for 7 receptions, 36 receiving yards. I think he has a better outing in week 2 against San Francisco. I think the targets are there. I'd probably go Gibson for your flex, though. Samuel's kind of fun. I think Ayuk has a better week. Patterson's not a bad start. I think Renfro's a better week. He's a good start in full PPR, but I'd probably go DK and Gibson. If you don't go DK, maybe go Renfro. What's your thoughts on Najee? You know, John, I hope he can stay healthy, but the injury is a little bit concerning. I hope he can stay healthy. I think if you own him, you better go out. If he's still available, you better have thought about going after Jaylen Warren. Like, I do think there's some reason to be concerned about Najee, but we'll see how it plays out. If he's healthy, he's a must start for me. But I guess the risk is there. I don't know, man. What worries you most about Shanahan? He just likes to rotate running backs. Like, outside of Belichick in recent history, he's been like the most annoying head coach for fantasy running backs. Derek, what's up, man? Great to have you here. What's up, bro? Don't have much choice on Wilson. Got to start him. Spencer wants nothing to do with Niners running backs. I don't blame it. You know, last year when Wilson came in, he actually played pretty decent. For some reason, I remember it being different. But he played pretty well last year when he came in for relief for Mitchell. Let's see. Thanks for helping. I liked and sub. Of course, man. That's what we're here for, bro. Appreciate that. If you spend a lot of free agent bidding on Wilson, you got to start him. It's probably true. How do you feel about CD since Dak is out? I missed the answer. You're good, bro. I mean, I think the targets will be there. It is a little bit of a risk overall because we just don't know how the offense is going to look. But CeeDee Lamb is still CeeDee Lamb. The targets should be there, but it's a low ceiling play. In that league, I'm praying Hunter Chubb gets hurt. It would help you. It would help you. You caught it too. Good luck, John. Hope you feel better. That's probably the way it's going to go. Just make sure you're taking that vitamin C, D, and zinc. Yeah, I'm hip, bro. I'm hip. I've got everything under the sun for the past 3 years. How long has COVID been around now? Like, managing a health food store, man. Like, I've read everything under the sun that you can take to help with COVID. So Finally, my stash just came in handy, so I'm slamming supplements left and right, including those, but I appreciate it, Derek, for sure, man. Including, should probably, this drink right now has some in there. Dan, what's up, man? DJ Moore, Zeke, Drake London, or Julio? DJ Moore for me. Julio's a fun option, too, though. London could have a fine day, but I kind of like DJ Moore just as the most consistent option. Julio for some more upside. Yeah, I'm hoping so, Spence. I'm hoping so. My wife's just been in bed all day, like, has barely moved. Like, I just told her, like, go sleep, don't move, just stay in bed. Yeah, definitely stuck in the house, J-Dubs. I did go on a walk. I took the baby on a walk because, like, I better try and get out while I can. James Johnson, who wins? I trade Kamara, Juju, and Joku for Lamb, Pitts, and Tony. Personally, I probably like the Kamara side because I feel like I like Kamara the most out of that trade. And Tony's a question mark. Like, Tony and Joku, like, I get it. Both question marks. I'd rather have Kamara and Juju versus Lamb and Pitts right now. Any word on how bad Fournette's hamstring is? I haven't seen anything updated necessarily, but I can check very quickly here. I mean, Fournette's one of these running backs who's going to be hurt, right? Questionable dealing with a hamstring injury 6 hours ago. Was limited today in practice. Doesn't appear he's dealing with a serious injury. He still had 76% of the snap share in week 1. And, I mean, that happened in the game, right? I think he'll be fine, man. But keep an eye on Rachaad White for sure. Devonta or Deontay for Standard League. Starting Sun for sure. I'd probably go Deontay. See what happens with Devonta Smith. Trade Zeke and DJ Moore for Saquon. Yeah, 100%, Dan. I'd smash that. 100%. I'd take that in a heartbeat. Get Saquon for sure. I'm hoping Pollard lines up in the slot. It's possible. I definitely think Zeke and Pollard are going to be more involved this week. Are you worried about Devonta Smith and Renfro? A little bit because I recommended that everyone in their family draft them this year. But I think they bounce back. I think they'll be fine on the season. But yeah, a little bit. Caleb, I appreciate that, man. Very kind to you. Vic, non-PPR, standard, flex. Monty, Williams, J-Rob. Wasn't able to get Hendo this morning on waivers, so snatched Williams. Definitely a good call there. I'd probably go J-Rob. I don't have any ivermectin, Spencer, but if I did, I'd take it. You mean he went on a walk with the baby? Yes. In the stroller. Is it bad Pittman's my wide receiver 1? Nah, not at all, man. He's going to have a good week this week. Nah, you're fine. He's going to be consistent on the year, man. You're fine. Thoughts on Hollywood Brown and Mooney? Pondering who's better rest of the season. Half PPR. I probably like Hollywood more. Yeah, I probably like Hollywood more. Mooney, much better in full PPR, but Hollywood will be the better receiver, even when Hopkins comes back. Man, someone dropped Hopkins in one of my leagues today. And I'm like, please let that be a player I can pick up. Pittman is a dog. Yeah, Pittman's going to be fine. Yeah, probably would help to have a solid wide receiver 2 behind Pittman, but Pittman will be fine, man. J-Rob over all of them versus Colts defense. Yeah, the Colts defense was fine in week 1, but not crazy, Vic. Monty, I think Green Bay's defense going to show up. Then Jamal Williams, you're just hoping for those red zone opportunities. So, J-Rob feels like the safest bet, even though the matchup's not as great. What's the word on Swifty? Yeah, we looked at that at the beginning of the stream, but let's take a look at Swifty again. Let's talk about Swifty. I think he'll be fine, man. I do. I think Swift is fine, but he says he's not worried about his injury. We'll see what happens. Oops. There you go. So, said he rolled his ankle in the second quarter of week 1, lost to the Philadelphia Eagles, but he stayed in the game, finished with 15 carries for career high 144 yards. It's the 3rd highest rushing total in the league in the first week. Didn't practice on Wednesday, but he still has 2 days left to get back on the field. They're going to rest him. Swift's going to get hurt throughout the year. That's who DeAndre Swift is, but he'll be fine, man. He'll be fine. We'll monitor it for sure. And I mean, that's, Vic, if we get news that Swift doesn't play, then Williams is probably a start versus Washington for sure. But keep an eye on things. I think Swift will be fine. Let's see. Need a big start to the week tomorrow. Have Kelsey and Herbert. I would assume you'll have a big start, Sea-Dog. Dotson or Sterling off the waiver. Man, I really like Dotson right now, but Sterling's a good pickup. I think in the Catch Fam League, I picked up Sterling, Shepard, and Dotson. I'd probably go Dotson for more upside. It's another good matchup against the Lions. And like Terry McLaurin's going to get a majority of the defensive pressure. So I like Dotson this week, man. I like Dotson on the season. I love Dotson. Like, Dotson was one of those guys I didn't even like talk about a lot towards the end of mock draft season. Because like, man, I want to land Dotson in some leagues, but I feel like a lot of people had that feeling. I didn't land him in any single league. Or maybe I just didn't reach for him soon enough. But I think Dotson's gonna have a good year, man. Mike Williams disappears this game. It's over. I don't want to see another stinker out of Williams. Yeah, Keenan Allen not going to play, so I really hope Williams is not a decoy. Pick one quarterback, Tua, Fields, or Wentz week 2 or rest of the season. Would you trade Wentz for Lance or don't trust Lance? Whew. Man, listen, I'm not out on Carson Wentz. I talked about Carson Wentz a lot in the offseason. Man, I don't want to make the move like until we see what Lance does in week 2. How are you guys feeling about Trey Lance out there? You guys panicking on Trey Lance? I'm not personally. Like, the rain game is the big factor, but if we see another poor performance out of Trey Lance, you know, in a non-rain game, then I'll panic. But, you know, Jonesy, like, I would probably trade Wentz for Lance, but Wentz is still probably going to have decent floors and ceilings on the season. But, like, I would probably rather roll with Lance if you want the upside move. But it's tough, man. It's tough. Like, Wentz is not going to finish as quarterback 3, although he's QB3 in week 1. But Lance is the upside play. I wouldn't panic. If you can buy Lance that low right now, I'd probably take it. Because you can still get another decent streaming QB2 behind Lance off the waiver wire. Like, if I'm picking one QB out of Tua, Fields, and Wentz, it's Wentz. But, yeah, I would still take Lance. Lance and Higgins for Lamar. I don't hate that trade. Should I be worried about Kyle Pitts? No. Kyle Pitts, you know, small sample size, plenty of time to bounce back. My wide receivers other than Pittman are DK, Ayuk, Renfro, Samuel. To all the people saying if I have a decent wide receiver too. Yeah, you'll be fine, man. Ayuk, Renfro, DK, and Curtis Samuel, good pickup. Yeah, you got good enough depth there, man. You'll be fine. Devonta Smith or Deontay for standard. I'd probably go Deontay Spence. Real one, what's up, man? Flex, Edmonds, MT, J. Roberts, St. Brown all day long. St. Brown. But pretty good options there. I still go St. Brown. Need a good weather game to see what he has. Yeah, I agree. That was a water park. It was crazy, man. Yeah, definitely just a straight water field, Spence. Is Everett a good start over Noah Fant tomorrow? Yes. I like that start, for sure. I'd rather have Everett in my starting lineup than Fant. Same with Mooney. Can't expect production when there's 3 inches of water in the field. Agreed. Yeah, don't panic on Mooney. All right, Cole Kmet for that matter. Trade DJ Moore for Amon Ra. Yeah. I would rather have Amon Ra, personally. Buy low on Mooney just gave me an idea. Yeah, you can probably buy Mooney for some change right now. I take it. I'm not worried about Allen Robinson or ETN yet. 2 other good names to not panic on it after week 1. Yeah, 2 other names that I would not panic on as well. Everett over Fan, 100%, I agree. Especially with Keenan out. Yep. Caleb, we got you, bro. Of course. Buy low on Pitts after he has another bad game with the Rams. Yeah. Pitts is probably a very decent buy low option. I mean, we've got all kinds. Like, week 1 was just a stupid day of football. Like, it usually is, you know. But week 1 was stupid. And I definitely think there's a lot of good buy low options. And even good buy or sell high options, excuse me. Still bullish on Pitts, says J-Dubs. If Dobbins plays, are you starting him? No. No. I don't like the Ravens' backfield very much. Even though I told some of you guys to maybe take a chance on Mike Davis last week, it reminded me why I hate that backfield. You just don't know. And it's his first week back, right? If he does play, I would say no. Just got offered DK and Robinson for MT and Pierce. I own ETN and standard. I probably keep Michael Thomas and Dameon Pierce. I think Michael Thomas can be a better option than standard. Dameon Pierce, as the season goes on, like, I don't dislike James Robinson, but if you own ETN, I'd probably keep MT and Pierce. J-Dub, I'm kind of out on Dobbins, waiting until he proves himself. I'm not against that either. C-Dog, worried about Henry? No. He looked fine on the ground. Didn't have the best yards per carry, but if he scores a touchdown, like, no one's worrying about Henry, he'll be fine. He'll be fine. But Hilliard is definitely a player to keep an eye on, without a doubt. Got to wait and see how he looks. Dobbins could be a strong RB2 or weak flex, in my opinion. I don't disagree. I just hate that backfield and the way it operates. Yeah. If the situation continues with Hilliard getting goal line touches, it could be worrisome. I agree, but I'd give it some time. I agree. And you're saying not yet. I agree. All right, guys. Appreciate you guys being here, man. Let me know. Start, sits, ads, drops, waiver wire, trades, buy high, buy low, sell high, sell low. Rosters, whatever you guys need, man. We're going to stream for a little bit longer. Like I said, a little bit under the weather tonight, but we're here. Doing my best. Hope the stream has been enjoyable so far. Definitely not 100%. I think this will be a thing if he gets off pup. Nah. It's possible, but, like, the issue there is it's just still the Ravens' backfield. Like, we don't know exactly what to expect. I mean, it's possible, don't get me wrong, but I just am, like, I'm more worried about the Ravens' backfield than I am the Eagles' backfield. And, like, I think you could see Gus Edwards be productive on weeks and Dobbins be productive on weeks. Dion, thank you for subscribing to the channel. Very, very kind, man. Welcome to Catch Fam. But, like, the problem is if those Ravens running backs don't score, you just don't have a great ceiling for the week, you know? Same with the Philadelphia Eagles running backs, right? Evan, what's up, bro? What's up, man? Great to have you here. What's up? Thoughts on the trade, Cook and Tony for Evans and Dillon? I take the Evans and Dillon side. You lose some upside at running back, but Dillon is going to have a great season. He gained a lot of upside and a far better receiver. I go Evans and Dillon. Good trade, ETN for Hollywood. Yeah, if you don't need ETN, if you don't need the running back depth, for sure. Yeah, it'll probably be a split, Spence. I just worry about, like, the ceilings for those Ravens running backs. Starter sit, Rams or Saints? I'd probably go the Rams. I don't hate the Saints. Like, they disappointed me. Like, I thought they were going to be, like, the #1 defense coming out of week 1. They really disappointed me in week 1. But at the same time, the Rams, although they gave up 31 points, what do they have, 4 turnovers? Like, I'd probably go the Rams. And I think it's a better matchup overall. Like, the Rams still had 11 fantasy points. They gave up 31 points. Now, Atlanta looked just fine against the Saints, so maybe I don't want to bet against them, but I probably ultimately still go with the Rams. The Saints get Tampa Bay. I'd probably go with the Rams. Let's see here. Caleb, it definitely is a great stream. Appreciate that, man. You're very nice. Hey, I try, man. I try. I'll be sure to continue it. I got you, bro. Gus Edwards has always had great efficient numbers, and the Ravens consistently played both, and both were healthy. That's probably a good point, man. Maybe I'm overthinking it. You know, it probably is a good point, Spence. Like, the only reason the Ravens' backfield has gotten super frustrated from a fantasy perspective is because Dobbins and Edwards have been unhealthy, you know? Like, that's the only reason we saw Le'Veon Bell and Tyson Williams and now Kenyon Drake and Latavius Murray and like 70 running backs involved. So it's probably a pretty good point, Spence. Let's see. What is your team that's going to 100% win next week? Man, after week 1, I don't want to make any calls. Like, I don't want to make any calls after week 1. Who the hell knows? I mean, looking at next week, I kind of like the Steelers, man. I think the Steelers have a really good shot to hold off the Patriots. I'm a little bit worried about the Patriots as a whole. I like the Colts a lot, although they disappointed against the Texans. I think they bounced back against the Jags. I think the Jags are actually probably a worse team than the Texans, believe it or not. I think the Rams bounce back as well. I do like the Rams in week 2. Outside of that, I think the Bengals win. Those are probably about the only calls I make, man. That's probably about the only calls I make. I think the Niners bounce back, but who knows, man? Seahawks look like they got something to prove. Dion, what's up, bro? How's it going? Aaron Jones, Josh Jacobs, Monty start 2. I start Jones and Jacobs. Stream the Browns defense against the Jets. I do think they're a good stream this week. I think Hurst is worth starting if Higgins plays week 2. I could possibly get commit off waivers. I think Hayden Hurst is worth the start for sure. But I probably wouldn't give up on commit. I think commit's probably going to see better target share. First time Patterson has really good productivity against them. Yeah, shout out Patty and Cheese. Andre, 8-person full PPR league. I have Mahomes, CMC, Jones, Javonte Williams, ETN, Sky Moore. Or no, that's probably DJ Moore. Lamb, London, Kirk, Olave. Would you trade Javonte and Juju for Henry and Olave? Wait, you have Juju and Javonte. You'd be receiving Henry and Olave. It's full PPR. I'd probably keep Javonte and Juju, man. Like, Henry's a beast. But at the moment, Javonte had the most targets in week 1 for the Broncos, and Juju looked to be very involved. Henry only brings you so much upside, and with Hilliard coming on, like, I know it's a small sample size, just week 1, but at the moment, I think I hold. I can't believe I'm saying that with Derrick Henry involved. I probably hold. Jason, what's good, bro? How you been? It's great to have you here. Should I put Brandon Cooks at my flex for Aaron Jones at wide receiver 2 or for Hollywood with Murray starting? I don't know if that's for or. Should I put Brandon Cooks at my flex for Aaron Jones or wide receiver 2? Okay, so Hollywood is starting. Okay. And he's Murray starting. Okay. What's up, Brayden? Good to have you here. That's tough. Brandon Cooks is a tough matchup this week. But he had a good enough week 1. Brandon Cooks for a safer floor, Aaron Jones for more upside. I traded Miles Sanders for Higgins. Did I lose the trade? No. Once Higgins is healthy, he's a better player. We got you, AGZ. Absolutely. You're a really good person. Thanks for the stream. I'm about to go. Hey, have a great night, Caleb. We appreciate you being here, man. Appreciate the kind words. Hurst is the 5th option. Chase Higgins, Boyd, and Mixon all have higher target shares. Yeah, I'd probably go commit. I don't think Hurst is an awful start if you don't have better options, but like if you can start commit, I'd probably roll commit. Got offered CD for Deontay, decline. I'd rather have Deontay. Let's see. I mean, CD down the stretch might be a better option, but it's tough. Got offered A-Rob and Kenneth Walker for Higgins and couldn't get him. Yikes. Evening, looking for a defensive stream between the Steelers, Colts, or New England. I leave New England out. I mean, like, yeah, I leave New England out for sure. I probably go with the Steelers, even though they're probably going to lose TJ Watt. What's the news on TJ Watt, like, by the way? Like, is it official? Like, okay, so TJ Watt will return in 2022. Team is no longer looking at a worst case scenario. Still miss a few weeks. Okay, that's good. That's good. Let's see. I would definitely start the Colts or the Steelers defense. I mean, like, Mac Jones is banged up. He didn't play well week 1. I would definitely go with the Steelers, but the Colts are the next best option. We got you, Jason. Javonte was wide receiver 1 in week 1. John, you want to trade Burrow? Kyler? No way, Jose. No way. You just got to remember, man, we got in that bidding war. I didn't waste my money for no reason on Kyler. I'm keeping both. I'm keeping both, Spence. I don't know if he's out for this season yet. Yeah, it looks like he's not. I have the option between Murray, Hollywood stack, and the Burrow Chase stack. Do I start Burrow or Murray? Burrow. Burrow and Chase for sure. But still start Hollywood. Penny is on my waivers. Worth the pickup and drop Warren. Yeah, for sure. Warren's a handcuff. Penny's a starter. Warren could pay off. Penny is probably going to see the volume right now. Start Brady or Cousins. Yikes. Yikes. I just filmed the start sits for quarterbacks, and like last year, Brady had one really good game against the Saints and one really bad game. So I'd probably still go Brady, but Cousins is probably a safer start. Brady for upside, didn't have a great week one though. Cousins for a safer floor. I'd probably still go Brady, but you could definitely argue for Cousins there. Would you start Brandon Ayuk or McCole Hardman for my third flex 12th team half PPR? What's up, John? I would go Ayuk. I sent you Carter and 25 free agent bid for Burrow. I think that's fair. Oh, I'll have to take a look, man. I'll think about it, but I can't trade with you, Spence. DC, welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome to Catch Fam. I don't think it's an unfair trade, Spence, but I really like having the flexibility of both those quarterbacks. Like, you know, you got the upside rusher, and then you have the upside thrower. Like, maybe after the bye week, I'll consider it. It is a fair trade. The other aspect is, since we got like, since I didn't mean to draft Murray in that league, I just love having him. Like, and even further because we got in that bidding war and I ended up with Murray because of you. I feel like I can't trade with you. Jason, love this channel. Thanks, man. Very kind to you. We love having you here, my guy. Oh, man, I can't believe I'm sick. This is awful. All right, I'll even throw in Dak. Hey, I mean, that's actually not that bad of a trade, realistically. Wait, was Dak your starter in that league? I didn't even realize. Oh, are you, like, really out of a QB? Oh, shit, you are, man. That makes me feel bad. Oh, and you lost Keenan Allen? Yikes. Yikes. Jeezy, pick 2, Lazard, London, Hendo, Ramondre, and Bateman. I definitely would go Hendo versus the Falcons and Bateman. Bateman's the best start out of here. Let's see what Lazard does. But, in London, Ramondre aren't awful, I guess, but Henderson and Bateman. Spencer says Hendy and Bateman, I agree. J-Dub says Hendy and Lazard. I feel like I'd probably go Bateman, but it's a fair point. Rodgers probably pissed at his rookies, for sure. Rodgers is a big man. Yeah, Lazard's not an awful start by any means. The target share should be there. I'd probably go Bateman just in case. DC here from After the Review. Oh, what's up, man? Shout out to After the Review. Great channel, man. That's our guy right there. Appreciate you. And what's up, DC? Good to have you in the house. What's up, man? Welcome to it. Start Elijah Moore, James Robinson, full PPR. Probably Elijah Moore. Didn't have a great week one, but Aiden, I'd probably still go with Elijah Moore, full PPR. If you go Robinson, it's not a bad start. I can't move Dak to IR because of Jerry Jones. Oh, gosh. Can you really not? That's ridiculous. That's just stupid. Ugh. In the auction league, Spencer's down bad. He can bounce back. Hey, man, Spencer was, like, last in the Catch Fam League, like, all year last year and, like, made it to, like, the, like, 3rd or 4th overall. So I'm never going to doubt Spencer. That's for sure. All right, guys. Appreciate you, everyone being here tonight, man. Make sure you guys hit that like button for me if you haven't done so already. Appreciate everyone being here tonight. Like I said, a little bit of a shorter stream tonight. So we'll probably start wrapping down the next 10 minutes or so, as much as I'd love to keep talking fantasy with you guys and answering questions. I'm definitely feeling under the weather, so I still got to edit a video to have it out for tomorrow. So, and then tomorrow, still got a baby to take care of while the wife and I are sick. And cross your fingers for our baby, guys. I really don't want her to be sick or have a rough time if she gets what the wife has and what I probably have. Jason, flex Amon-Ra, Henderson, Higgins, Hartman, or Singletary. I go Amon-Ra. Amon-Ra is like a must flex player for me, like a perfect flex player. So I go Amon-Ra for night, man, for sure, man. Season ain't over till it's over. It's a long season. Thoughts on trading Mark Andrews and MT for JJ? Or Mark Andrews and Johnson. If you are okay at tight end, like you're losing tight end value and security without a doubt, I would do either of these trades, Alex. Like, you're getting JJ. Like, JJ's a player that you can give up capital for if you can replace that capital with decency. Like, depends on who's going to step in at tight end for you. I don't know. But if you can get JJ, like, he's not a buy high opportunity. Like, or not a sell high. Like, he's a sell high opportunity all season long. Like, no matter what, you know. If you can get JJ, why not? And I actually think both those trades are pretty decent for JJ. Spencer then went undefeated to the final week. Did you lose to Jerry in the... I couldn't remember. Did you lose to Jerry in the championship? I just remember you made it very far. You had a great season, man. Aiden, have a great night, bro. Appreciate you. Yeah, I know J-Dubs likes the JJ trade. Appreciate that, Alex. Appreciate the stream of suggestions. I'm a recent subscriber. Appreciate you being here, Vic. Appreciate you having you here, man. Cross your fingers, Kittle Brittle plays. Otherwise, cross your fingers from Tanyan. Yeah, Tanyan's going to be touchdown dependent. But cross our fingers for all the Kittle owners out there. Who are the top 5 trade values? JT, CMC, JJ, Cup, and Kelsey. Yeah, probably. That sounds very accurate. Maybe Chase in there or Adams. Swift. But probably those guys for sure. Do you trust New England's kicker? I do trust Nick Folk, but I have a problem with this New England Patriots offense right now. So I think there's probably better options. Like, I'd rather pick up Chris Boswell, Younghoe Koo if he's available, Brandon McManus. I'd probably go with them over Folk at the moment. Waddle or Judy? I'd probably go Judy for more upside. I'd probably go Judy. What's up, Blast? Hope I'm saying that right. Thinking of dropping Nick Folk. I do think there's probably better options. Anyone see RG3 calling AJ Dillon McDickums? I did. I saw you post that. Jason, hope you feel better soon. I appreciate that, man. I really do. Do you think DeAndre Swift will play this week? Yeah, I think Swift will be okay. I think he'll be all right, man. Patriots offense looks awful. Yeah, and I'm a little bit worried about Mac and Cheese right now. Like, if he goes out, that offense, like that, the Patriots are undoubtedly finishing last in that division. And they might already be doing so. Do you think Hopkins is wide receiver 1 in Arizona when he gets back? Yes, but Hollywood Brown is going to still be very productive. Like, you're going to have a 1A, 1B situation that both bring something different to the table. So, yeah, I do think naturally he's the wide receiver 1 at the end of the day. But, like, it's no knock on Hollywood whatsoever. Kirk for Dobbins, that's fine. I'd probably, like, if you don't need the receiver depth, I'd probably rather have Kirk on my roster, but it's fine. If you need a running back. Nah, I don't know how I feel about that one. I feel like I'd rather have Kirk. It depends on your roster, but I'd probably rather have Kirk. Should I trade Eckler for Tyreek? I'm good on running backs. Probably not. Probably not. Listen, man, I know Eckler was frustrating week 1, and like we saw a decent amount of touches by Sony Michel as well, which was frustrating. I mean, he had 7 rushing attempts, and Joshua Kelly had 4. Joshua Kelly was targeted twice. Sony Michel, no targets. Eckler still owns the backfield at the end of the day, and he has the PPR upside. He just didn't find the end zone. It was a little bit easier for Vegas to hone in on Eckler because Keenan Allen was not out there. And really, I think Justin Herbert just looked at things and said, I'm just going to let Eckler and the run game do what they're going to do. I'm going to let Mike Williams run around. I'm going to throw to everybody else, which is probably smart. But I'd probably keep Eckler. I do like Tyree. He'll probably keep Eckler, though. Alex, I think Najee plays. The question is he going to have a re-injury? Yeah, J-Dub says keep Eckler. Tyree could be just as inconsistent. Yeah, I agree. When you say positional advantage, what exactly do you mean by that? So, like, think about it this way. Like, if you draft Travis Kelce, you own positional advantage at tight end within your league. Like, on a weekly basis, you have, you know, the best tight end. Like, there's no question about it. You don't even have to think about it. You know, if you draft Josh Allen, like, you have positional advantage at quarterback. You know, if you draft Patrick Mahomes, Justin Herbert, like you own that positional advantage, where your opponent may be having issues at quarterback, may be having issues at tight end. Like, it's a little bit more difficult to find positional advantage at running back and receiver. It's kind of something that, you know, naturally occurs throughout the season, but you can end up drafting positional advantage at running back and receiver, like Justin Jefferson or Cooper Kupp, Jonathan Taylor. Like, those guys are automatically giving you the advantage, right? So you just have to think about it. Like, if particular players, if you draft them, you don't have to worry about that position throughout the season, A, and B, it puts your opponent at a disadvantage because they're going up against that player. Like, even if your opponent has a decent tight end, like a Dallas Goedert or a Dalton Schultz, if they're facing Travis Kelce, you're still winning that individual matchup between the tight ends on a weekly basis, if that makes any sense. Hope that was helpful. What are your thoughts on Derrick Henry? I think Henry's fine. I wouldn't panic on Derrick Henry whatsoever. He looked fine on the ground. I know he didn't have a great yards per carry, but if he scores a touchdown, like, we're not panicking. So Hilliard is the thing to keep an eye on there, but I wouldn't necessarily worry too much about our boy King Henry. Let's see here. Do you think Trey Lance and Mark Andrews will pick up if they sold me week 1? Yeah, I think both will be improved in week 2 for sure. Got offered JT, and he's asking for Mixon and Eckler. Too much to give up. I'd rather have Mixon and Eckler. You have more depth. JT's JT, but, like, I'd rather have Mixon and Eckler. Let's see. You're giving up 2 top 10 RBs and arguably top 5 RBs for the number 1. I'll pass on that, Spencer. Running backs, I have Eckler, Mixon, Hendo, and Singletary. No, I keep Mixon and Eckler. Yeah, a little bit of an overpay. Like, JT's JT, man, but, like, Eckler could finish as RB2. Mixon could finish as RB3. Like, you know? So, hypothetical, but still, I keep those 2 guys. And Hendo's going to be pretty valuable as well. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and wind down the stream. Hopped on here for an hour. Like I said, throughout the stream, beginning of the stream, a little bit under the weather. Wife has COVID, so we'll see what happens with myself. Tested negative today. We'll see what happens, but I just definitely want to get in a stream with you guys and make sure I'm staying consistent. So I'll keep you guys updated on Discord, what's going to happen tomorrow, if I'm going to end up streaming or not. But I appreciate you guys, man. I appreciate you guys coming out and getting through it with me and asking fantasy questions, talking fantasy. Appreciate everyone in the chat tonight, everyone who came out. So we'll go ahead and we'll wind down things over the next minute or so. VA, start Sutton or Gabe Davis. I go Gabe Davis. C-Crip, what's up, bro? Need 2 full PPR, Thomas, Deontay, or C-Pat. Personally, I probably go MT and Deontay. You could flex C-Pat if you wanted to, but I feel like MT and Deontay being the number 1s without a doubt are the starts there. Falcons could struggle against the Rams. Great stream. I'm enjoying back for sure. We appreciate that, bro. Appreciate the kind words. We loved having you tonight, man. Welcome to Catch Fam. Thank you to all the new subscribers tonight, man. Really do appreciate you guys. Really does mean a lot, man. Gained a couple of subscribers tonight, so appreciate you guys, man. So yeah, I did want to stream a little bit longer. Usually, like Wednesday night streams are going to be longer streams and everything, and so I'm sorry, guys, but I am under the weather. I need to make sure I get enough rest headed into tomorrow as well. So hour-long stream. That's it for the night. Appreciate you guys, man. Jason, we'll see you next time. C-Crip starting Hill. Oh, I'd probably go Michael Thomas and Deontay. C-Pat's not a bad start. If that's your gut feeling, that's fine. J-Dubs, great stream. Get better soon. I appreciate that. Stober, have a great night. Appreciate you guys, man. Get well soon. Keep up the dedication. Talk to y'all later. Best of luck, Catch Fam. Appreciate that, Alex. Good luck to you, man. J-Dubs, spam in the chat with emojis. Great way to end the stream, man. So, hey, I appreciate you guys, man. Love this community. Love the Catch Fam. Hit me up on Discord. Hit up the community on Discord if you guys need anything in the meantime. Like I said, wife has COVID. I'm not feeling great. We have an 8-month-old baby, so I don't know what tomorrow's going to bring, but I'll keep you guys updated on Discord. So check out the links down below. Hit that like button on the way out. Hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. And that'll do it, man. That'll do it for tonight's stream. So with that, I got nothing else to say, but thank you guys so much for watching and or listening. And remember, y'all saw it here on The Catch. And peace.